Capital One. 3 months ago, the balance was $890 at 22.49%. This morning, I sent $287.84. $5.30 of that was interest. The rest closed it out. The balance is zero. Actual zero, the kind the bank app shows without an asterisk next to it. First card in the debt snowball paid off. I'm going to show you the 3 payments that got here, the decision hitting zero forced that I didn't see coming, and where $365 a month goes now that this card doesn't need it.
Quick context if this is your first video. I'm paying off $11,400 across 4 credit cards with the debt snowball, smallest balance first. Capital One was the smallest, $890. 3 months, 3 payments, and this is the month it hit zero. One thing still open, quickly, a CareCredit balance transfer. Deadline July 31st, 9 days from today. No verdict yet, so it's not this video. This video is about the card that's been in every single one of these since day one.
Last time doing this math for this card. Balance coming into month 3, $282.54. APR, 22.49%. Same as day one, closing a card doesn't get you a discount on the way out. Divide by 12, 1.87% a month. 1.87% of $282.54 is $5.30. Last interest charge this card will ever generate. To close it, I send the balance plus that interest. $282.54 plus $5.30. $287.84. Balance after, zero. Here's the whole arc. Month 1, $890 down to $635.63. A DMV notice ate part of that payment. I could only send $271. Month 2, $635.63 down to $282.54, full $365, no drama. Month 3, $282.54 down to zero. Total paid across 3 months, $271, $365, $287.84. $923.84 on a card that started at $890. The extra $33.84 is interest, the price of not having $890 in cash 3 months ago.
Paying a card to zero and closing a card are 2 different things. Nobody tells you that until you're staring at a zero balance wondering what to do next. Here's the problem. Closing this account might hurt my credit score. 2 reasons. Utilization, how much of my available credit I'm using. Close Capital One, my total available credit drops, and the same debt on the remaining cards looks like a bigger share of what I have access to, even though I owe the exact same amount. And length of history. This is one of my older accounts. Closing it shortens my average account age, and that gets weighed too. So the instinct, pay it off, cut it up, be done with Capital One forever, might cost me points I don't need to give up. Zero balance doesn't have to mean closed account.
I sent $287.84 on the scheduled date. Checked the account 3 times that day. Probably 2 more than necessary, but I wanted to watch the number actually change. It posted. Balance, zero. Available credit, $890, untouched. Then the second decision, the one that isn't about the money. I didn't close the account. Keeping it open, keeping it at zero, and putting the physical card in a drawer instead of my wallet. No new charges, no risk, but the account stays alive for the history and the utilization math. I can always close it later, once it's not working against me during the rest of this payoff. The $365 I've been sending here every month doesn't have a card to go to yet. That's next.
Where things stand. Capital One, $890 to zero. 3 payments, $271, $365, $287.84. Total interest over 3 months, $33.84. Total debt when this started, $11,400. 4 cards. Today, $10,510 across the 3 that are left. CareCredit, $2,340, still pending that transfer decision. Chase Freedom, $3,110. SoFi, $5,060. Both of those untouched, still waiting their turn. $890 is 7.8% of $11,400, less than a tenth of the total. I want to say that number out loud instead of letting the zero balance do all the talking. A card closing doesn't mean 7.8% of the work is done. $365 a month is the same amount. It just doesn't have this card's name on it anymore.
What actually surprised me, I thought hitting zero would feel like something. I pictured feeling different when $890 became zero. It didn't. Mildly satisfying for about 4 seconds, and then I was thinking about Chase Freedom. That's the real lesson, more than the math. The snowball runs on momentum, not moments. Nobody hands you a plaque when a 5-figure payoff crosses off its first card. The number just goes down, quietly, the same way it went down every month before this one. And the next card doesn't care that you just finished the last one. What did change is smaller than a feeling and more useful. I know I can actually do this. 3 months ago, $890 at 22.49% felt like a wall. It was 3 ordinary payments and 1 DMV notice that didn't derail anything. Chase Freedom is $3,110, 3.5 times the size of what I just closed. It won't feel like a wall either once I'm 3 payments into it. It's a small win by dollar amount. It still counts. Keep going.
$365 a month just came open, and I haven't decided where it goes. Strict Snowball says smallest balance next, and right now that's CareCredit, no matter how the transfer lands. $2,340 if it clears, more if it doesn't. But if it clears, CareCredit sits at 0% with nothing urgent behind it, while Chase Freedom's 19.74% has been quietly running the whole time. Smallest balance says one thing, interest rate says another. Not deciding that on camera today, deciding it once I know whether the transfer actually cleared. That's the next video, what happens to CareCredit and where 365 goes next. Full 4-card breakdown, how I got to 11,400, why Snowball over Avalanche, that's video 1, linked in the description. 1 card down, 3 to go. I'm not in the black yet, but for the first time, one of these says 0.